From the Mac of All Trades studio in Fairport. And driven by Victor Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, it's Billified, the Bill Moran Podcast.
Thanks for getting your pot on. Thanks for telling a friend. That's how we spread the word about the pirate ship. Oh, we got big things coming.
Speaking of big things, woo! Dear Santa, bring me a wheelbarrow for Christmas.
That's not nice.
Oh, nobody can see what she looks like outside the window. Oh, I ruined it.
You know, I want to get another camera and just put it out there. So you could just see people.
See what's going on. People watch.
People watch.
Yeah.
It's the street cam.
We got to do it like Good Morning America, where the table's down there and everybody can see us, people behind us, jumping up and down with their signs like, Bill, take down my picket fence, please.
We are on YouTube. You can see us live there as we stream at Billified and on Facebook as well. Foodie's in here tonight. Website coming along. Woo! Woo!
Are we taking calls tonight?
Do you want to?
Sure. Let's
Would you like to? Would you like to see if we get calls?
What's the number?
585-206-8866.
206-8866.
Why do you want to take calls?
I don't know. Why not?
I mean, I can open it up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? It's Christmas.
You realize most people download the next day.
Oh,
That's
I know.
the thing.
Well,
it's on demand. But
some people are waiting.
Yeah, if they're watching on YouTube.
Yeah, I took my picture and
put you on there. I'll open it up. I'll open it up. Foodie brought up just before we came on to do the podcast, and I didn't know this at all.
Oh,
but Fairport, New York, has gained
getting popular. Where's Matt when you need him?
National notoriety.
Yeah,
it's on TMZ. I go, got to be a slow day for TMZ. It sounds like Shorts is a bar. It's a great restaurant and bar scene. And some of the bars skew a little younger in their people at certain times. Would we say, like it's places my son would hang out. He's 21. Yeah. My other son's 23.
My son
also
hangs out there.
I don't have any children.
That you know of.
I know.
Well, most of the women here.
Yeah, they got hysterectomies.
Their heads are boiled and cracked.
Yeah.
If they're over.
We get right on the dating website. Yeah, I'm fixed.
Neutered?
Like a rodeo. I'm all tied up.
Do you do what Bob Barker used to say?
Get your
pets spayed.
Are you spayed or neutered?
Get your bitches spayed and neutered. Hey guys, I'm in.
No, I go over their house. I look underneath their cupboards. If I don't find any personal hygiene thing, I'm safe.
No personal hygiene stuff there? Oh, here you go.
Here we go. Now that's
right up Doug's alley.
No, she's too young.
You know, it's amazing, though. She finds all the pennies on the floor. It's great. I dropped something. Found it.
It's terrible. That's terrible. This poor little old lady, she's got
every week she comes by, and I think she goes for some kind of physical therapy or something there.
Now, you say you like to listen to people's stories. I
do. I love people's stories.
I bet she's got a great story.
I will tell you, I love telling stories and listening to people and helping them tell their story. I think everybody has a story. Don't you? I mean, you as a filmmaker to a certain degree, don't you think most people have a story?
Yeah. Good or bad, they make it interesting. Or
over the holidays,
it might not be an interesting story, but they've got a story. You know, because I'm like,
if you can get the good shit out of them.
Yes, well,
you know
not everybody has good shit.
No, well, not everybody's willing to share the good shit.
I don't think they all got. I mean, some people have every time you talk to this guy, oh my gosh, what he's doing, and then some people, I saw him at church and he's doing fine. You know, it's a big spectrum.
So over the holidays, I'll run a bunch of one-on-ones. I'll be taping one tomorrow with a guy named Charlie Fitzsimmons, and Charlie and I worked in radio together. He was the producer of the Brother Wee Show. He left there, opened Tonic with his brother, the bar downtown, and has gone on to own Black and Blue, I think it's Pittsford, not Pittsford Dairy. What's the place? It's also in Webster, and I think they have one next to. He has Trotta, he has Black and Blue, he has JoJo's, and he's got the Village Bakery.
Oh,
The Village Bakery is his. And then he's got a black and blue in Buffalo.
Oh, I did not know
Yeah.
that.
And I think he owns the building in Webster that the Village Bakery in Webster is in, because M-Body, the gym I do boxing at, has space there as well that they rent from him.
So he's doing okay.
He left radio and did great.
Yeah.
But I want to hear, like, what's the story? How did it go about it?
Right.
You know, what's the deal? So that'll be coming up over the holidays and stuff. But back to Foodie's thing, right here in Fairport, New York. This is fantastic.
It's not fantastic.
No, it's amazing. It's so great that we made
It's a
TMZ.
bad amazing, but go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, here's the thing that I don't understand. Why would this even make TMZ?
Maybe it was a slow week for fights that people
This is the only thing I can think.
videotaped on their phone.
I am pretty sure that this
Instead of
happened.
saying, let's have peace in the world. Oh, let me get this on my phone. Oh, you got it, because that's what we need.
So this is this looks like it's an older guy, and we're trying to figure out if anybody can go to TMZ, and if you search New York bar brawl, and it says security roped into melee after trying to break it up. Now, New York bar brawl sounds like it would be down in New York City,
Right.
and maybe there'd be a famous person involved. Instead, it happens to be Shorts here in the village of Fairport, New York, Shorts Bar and Grill. And so they have somebody who owns it, the owner-manager, Haley Burley, and she says the holidays are really crazy busy time of year, and we do everything we can to ensure that everyone has fun and safe holiday. The man involved was taking swings at my customers. Unfortunately, the video doesn't really depict my bartender, who was trying to help get the situation under control, is having his ankle twisted and asking for help. We never condone any type of violence, and the police were called and responded immediately. Well, they're literally like across the street.
Right.
So
Waiting on the
Dunkin'
corner.
Donuts. I'm sorry. That was too easy a shot. Sorry.
So
I
here,
have nothing but respect for police
this is the
officers.
video, and so I think this was the night before Thanksgiving. For some reason I thought it was November 23rd that I saw was the date on here originally, but it's only making. But if somebody can see, that was the end of the video. Let me see if I can get it to replay. But I want to know. There's an old guy. The security guy starts dropping elbows on the guy, punching the guy. I want to know who the old guy is. I'm sure I've seen him at Mulconnery's or something. He's got to be a local.
Like,
If you
I
know who it
think
is,
that
call in at 206-8866.
If you're watching live,
There it is. Yeah.
oh,
So they got like 4 guys down on the ground, but the one who really takes the beating,
Hey, what's going on here?
somebody's in a Bills jacket.
What's going on here, bro?
Now this guy's really adding a lot to it, and he sends.
he doesn't need to.
Hey, big bro.
Absolutely does.
He does.
Fire. He's got he's got the coals in
Oh,
the
here we
fire.
go.
He's
So
getting it
now
going.
it's an old guy and the security guard.
Ain't gotta be like this. Ain't gotta be like this.
It doesn't have to be like this.
It ain't got to be like this.
Oh, shit.
Well, oh, the guy's dropping elbows. Anyway, if anybody knows the older gentleman involved who was getting his ass kicked and got up, I mean, I'm surprised he was able to get up after all those blows.
Yeah.
He got up, a little woozy, and then disappears out of screen. I just don't understand, one, why this makes TMZ, because this is every bar on a Friday night in a
Right.
college town, right? Would it
Right.
not be? I think. And
I don't know. I've been out of a bar in college town. I don't remember a lot of fights when I went to bars. And
no, I remember some, not a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, this isn't like, they make it sound like it's a melee. It's
Right.
a guy and a security guard, and it's an older
Right,
guy.
yeah.
It's
not like-
there's, was it 3 guys with security staff pictures on the back?
It is.
I think it was a smaller place. It was probably the night before Thanksgiving because it seemed really busy.
Yes, I think it was.
And maybe the guy just had a little too much to drink and wanted to take out his frustrations in the world. And
Start swinging at
Well,
people.
I think
Well,
it was a
young
little
kids probably telling him,
excessive.
"Hey, old man, what are you doing here?"
Get
Hey,
the
old
flock
guy.
out of here.
Yeah, I don't want to hang out where my kids hang out necessarily.
No.
I
So
don't need to see that.
I was out the night before Thanksgiving. I didn't see any fights,
No.
you know, but we left at 7:15.
Where did you go? To
We were at-
Shorts?
No, we were at another local establishment, just playing, minding our business. And I go to my buddy. I'm like, when do all the kids come out? And it was 7:00. By 7:20, it was packed.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I said I need to go adult.
One year, with my neighbor across the street when I lived in Pittsford, we rode our bikes to Thirsties along the canal. And my father was up, and he was so worried that I was so hammered on the way home. He's like, he thought for sure I was going to drive right into the fucking canal. So he's on 96, and I'm on the other side of the canal. And
he's watching you ride your bike.
Yeah, he wanted to make. He was
what a great dad.
He was very worried. He was very concerned.
Right.
So Doug has comedy this weekend.
Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about this. I don't know.
5 shows, 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, the Carlson Comedy Club. I'm going to be introducing Mike, very funny, Mike Dambra.
Yeah.
25, 30 years of comedy. Everybody knows this guy has been telling me that he's very funny. So,
he is very funny.
So I'm very excited.
Yes.
And I've
so
been
are
working,
you.
Yeah, I am. I've been working
You're
on
very
my set.
funny.
I'll be
I'm excited
ready
to
go.
see this.
Yes.
After your set, I'm leaving.
Okay.
If I'm with him, I will leave also.
I'm sure Mark will like this. Love that.
What? I'm just coming. I'm going to see. I was going to bring the camera and the iPad. I just don't know with the mic stuff, but we'll see if we can get it to work.
All right.
And if not, we'll use your phone.
Okay.
Or I'm sure you'll tape every night.
I should. Do you think
Yes.
so? Yeah. Okay.
I think you should.
All right.
Because I know you.
Yeah.
You're going to go back and watch this tape over and over.
It's tough to watch yourself.
I know it is.
is.
But it is, and it's tough. Like, I remember in the beginning of radio, you used to have to sit with the program director, and they would listen to the tape in their office with you.
With you right
Oh,
there?
yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And they would listen, and then they would stop it, and they would tell you, different things along the way.
Well, I got to, I'm going to thank everybody for coming, Mike Dambra, and then halfway through, say a little something about the bartenders and waitresses and the website. And I've got all that worked out, too.
Doug has been practicing in his house with a microphone in.
You want to see a picture?
He's got a microphone and a speaker. So now, here's the great thing, Foodie. When the website's up, we could put the picture up of Doug practicing on the website.
This is a tease.
This is a tease.
Yeah.
So they start out with Welcome to the Jungle by Guns N' Roses. So I'm in my computer room listening to Guns N' Roses. I introduce myself. I come out. I've got the timer on my phone. I hit the timer, and then I grab the mic and go into...
Hey, folks. You know what you should do? You should come out in, like, just your boxers and stuff and go, hey, folks, I've been practicing in my... Oh, shit, I forgot my pants. I'm kidding.
I figured that.
I'm very excited for this, and I hope you are. You seem. Can I say this without upsetting you?
Sure.
You seem a little uptight right now, like a little.
It's a big thing.
Little rigid.
It's a first big thing.
I know, but you're so fucking good.
Well, thank you.
Dude, I'm telling you, you got to just.
I'm trying to relax. When I get there, I hear the music. I'm going to go up and, do my thing.
Yeah, you'll be great.
The more stage time you get, the easier it should.
Did you write your own intro for somebody to say?
No, they'll just introduce me. All my jokes I wrote.
Here comes somebody you've never heard of before, folks. No.
Well, it would just be neat if you wrote your own intro.
I think
like
you should. I told we should record it and let him play his own Dougie Fresh intro.
Welcome to the stage.
Should we practice?
Well, I have my DJ, the hip shaking money making power man of the hour 24/7, the one your mother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like that should play before you walk up in your own voice.
It's not.
That would be funny as hell.
That would be.
Come on, Doug.
I don't think it would be funny to the headliner.
I'm talking to Suresh. We're gonna go. We're opening up a club. I'm buying it.
Maybe
you are. There you go.
Maybe one show.
What? Yeah, one show. The final show.
Or the one we're at.
Yeah. Saturday night.
The final show.
I'm not in charge.
I'm not in charge. I know you're not in charge, and you're right. But I think this is going to be great. You can lock down your tickets for the show at carlsoncomedy.com.
Yeah.
And it is Doug Phelps, and you will absolutely love. If you haven't seen, maybe you haven't seen in a couple of years, Mike Dambra, he comes by, I think, like every
6 months or so?
Nah, I think he's longer than that.
Yeah.
I think he may be in town because he still has family here, but I don't think he's...
Maybe that's it.
Yeah, I don't think he performs at the club that much, but the guy's performing all the time and everywhere else. So I learned a term for dating, and I know Doug has been on Facebook dating.
I've been on Facebook, Match.com, Plenty of Fish, Plenty of Whales.
Bullshit it.
You've been Tinder, Not So Tinder, Bumblebee, Cricket, Grasshopper, you name it. Silver Singles.
He's full of shit.
He's
full of shit.
I've got dick pics half all over the web and still nothing.
He has not been on all those. You did Facebook dating, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I learned a new term today. Apparently this is a term. Golden Retriever Man. What do you think Golden Retriever Man is?
Either you love dogs or sugar daddy of some sort.
It's a new dating term that it means that's a guy who, like the breed of dog, is sweet, gentle, affectionate, and eager to please. Not to mention easy to train. Is there a more insulting fucking term than that? Honest to God, just call him a pussy. You know what I'm saying? Call him a eunuch. It's like, what the fuck?
I got me a golden retriever.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, don't you want a guy with a bit of an edge? A little bit of an edge? Isn't that what women like? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe like
Or
a
a
French
guy?
bulldog.
A little attitude. Yeah.
They got
I mean,
a little
that you
attitude.
can't fix. That's what women want. They don't want a guy that's good for them. They want a guy they have to keep going to the Home Depot for. I need a hammer. He fucked up. Oh, I need to get a screwdriver. I'm going to fix him and make him. That's what women want. If they're not bitching and complaining about some goddamn thing and they're not happy. They don't want They don't want a funny guy that's going to keep them happy and get them flowers. No, I want him to come home late drunk without the flowers.
Well,
that way I can bitch about him to all my girlfriends. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I think
There's some truth to that.
I'm saying
Exactly.
you can be like a good guy. Like, okay, let's say she's into The Crown. You could give a shit about The Crown. But
Crown
you
Royal?
But you watch it with her, right? You watch it with her. Mate, you wouldn't?
I'm not watching The Crown.
You're not
I
watching?
put my foot down on some shows.
Is The Crown watched?
I've never watched The Crown.
Oh, no, but I mean, is it watched by your lady
No,
friend?
I don't think she watches
All right.
The Crown, but
I get what you mean. If there's a show that she's watching I don't watch, I just play Candy Crush. She's like, you're missing
Right.
it. I'm like, yeah, but I'm playing Candy Crush and rubbing your back. What else do you want?
Right. And then
Well, I
she
want you to
gets
enjoy
mad.
the show
Yeah.
with me.
Right.
I'm not going to enjoy the show with you. It's just not my thing. But I want to be here with you. You know, get me, sit right in front of me. I'll rub your back. I'll play a little Candy Crush, text a few friends.
That's what
enjoy
she
your
said.
show.
she puts on these shows.
And when I'm watching the Niners,
Yes.
get me a beer and rub my back. I mean,
Yeah,
that
good
doesn't
luck.
happen.
Good fucking luck.
Right.
and then you're back on Facebook dating.
By the way, the Niners just blew the Eagles apart.
Yeah,
You
saw
had to
that.
be so damn excited.
I was. I mean, the first couple drives, we
Yeah, it didn't look
3
great.
and out. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, we'll figure it out. Got to have hope. And then defense we kept them to 2 drives of 3 points. And then, I can't think of their coach's name.
For who?
For the 49ers. Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, that's
I'm drawing a blank. He's got such a list of offensive plays.
yeah, he does.
It's not McCarthy.
No, it's not.
His father was.
Thought it was Shanahan.
Yeah,
Shanahan.
Shanahan. Thank you. Jeez, what am I thinking?
Some fan.
So, and once they started rolling, yeah, I know, right?
Once they started
Rolling, then they figured out where to go, who to go to.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy is just dropping
Purdy,
it in.
man, who knew?
Right?
Right? Who knew this guy would be?
Debo was a beast.
Debo was
He came
a
in
beast.
talking a bunch of shit that day. I'm like, please don't. I really don't like that. But, I mean, they backed it up. Why give them any fuel? Get in there, just pound the shit out of them. We'll probably see them again in the playoffs.
Are
Hopefully
you
at home.
worried that the Eagles going into the Cowboys game are going to be pissed off
No.
over the loss?
No.
I'm concerned that Kansas City's pissed off over the loss
Kansas
against
City, yeah.
against
The
Green Bay.
Eagles got just
They got beat.
down. And I think that could carry over to this week.
Okay.
Now you got to go into Dallas.
Jerry
Dallas
Jones,
is
Jerry
hot.
Jones, right?
Yeah.
McCarthy, that's your coach.
McCarthy.
Okay, why can I was thinking Dallas.
You're fine.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
all right.
I'm all right.
You know what it is?
You're all right.
I'm thinking about Thursday night.
Yeah, you are. This is like, do you get like this before a date too?
I don't remember. It's been so long.
Bumbling.
He's easy to trade.
Right.
You should date him. He could trade him.
Usually-
That's like saying you're wife material to a woman, right? Is there anything more insulting than your wife? I don't even know what that would mean. She's wife material. You know what I mean? Yeah. She'll take care of the kids. When
My
you're out
closest thing
fucking
to a
around.
date lately is driving on Hudson, rolling down the window, be like, "Hey, how much for an hour?" That's about as much chocolate and roses I've come to lately. I'm like, $50 for an hour. Who's got $40? What do you do for 20?
Oh, I think this is going to be a great week of football and a great week of comedy.
I hope so. Who's Thursday night? Because now you're kind of getting down to
No, I think Thursday night is kind of a shit game, isn't it? Last night was sort of interesting with Cincinnati and the Jags, and then Cincinnati went on to win.
Yeah, quarterback got hurt for the Jags. He might be, and it's kind of lining up for the Bills now because some major players on other teams that you thought were going to be AFC powerhouses. If the Bills can, in my opinion, they can only lose one more game. They can go 10-7.
Yep.
And a couple other things happen to other teams that beat them, so they don't have the tiebreaker.
Right.
They can sneak in as a eighth seed in the AFC, and then everybody starts 0-0.
By the way, we have a picks contest for every week.
We did.
Just picks.
Yes, I did the first week and then forgot about it.
Number one right here.
Number one?
Number one.
Is anybody else playing?
Yeah. Danny's in it deep, and he can't, and he's two behind him. Danny's in.
Danny,
yeah,
you must be losing his mind.
Oh, he's wound up, Doug.
Well, you got to walk the walk and talk the talk.
Oh, he talks. Yeah, love Danny. He gets so fired up.
So we got a barn burner on Thursday with the Patriots of New England. They're traveling to Pittsburgh.
Man, this is the worst season ever. But there's a lot of talk that Belichick is going to go somewhere else and could go for a first-round draft pick to somebody.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they did do that with Gruden in Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
But you're going back, almost 20 years when that
You're
happened.
trading coaches and
Yeah. They traded picks to get Gruden to Tampa Bay.
I heard San Diego because they've got that
San Diego
to coach
for Belichick.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sean Payton also got traded for picks.
Yeah, that's right, to Denver. And by the way, I mean, had him. It took a real shit team, and they got a better. Maybe they have the same record now as the Bills. I think they're close to that, or they may have.
They were 1-6.
Yeah.
I think they're 6-7.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, 6 and 7 does sound right.
Whatever you say, Foodie.
6 and 7.
I gotta look it up.
6 and 7 does sound right. All right,
that's what I always say. About
Wow.
6 to 7.
I am winning the pick pool.
We'll take a minute. Doug is a man of many talents. He can bartend.
Yes.
He'll be doing comedy this weekend.
Yes.
And then he has something in common. He has something in common with some primates, and I will tell you what that is next.
Opposable thumbs.
But first,
This guy. All right, you got
Yeah, you can if you want to. You want me to start it over?
Yeah.
All right.
I never introduced any girls to this.
No?
No.
Well, it's all right. There's a reason I'm playing it, but...
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, get ready for round number 2, you lucky dogs. Hey, the fucking Christmas tree hasn't got the fucking lights on.
Oh, that's right.
I got no Christmas spirit. Hey, Ma, the meatloaf. All right, at this time, get ready for your podcast with the one and only Mr. Bill Moran.
Jack Russell. It's his birthday today, the great white singer.
Okay.
Yeah. Jack Russell. Do you remember, was it 2003 that they had those faulty, in Rhode Island, they did a show,
remember that.
the faulty pyrotechnics, and they, like, the whole place caught on fire. And
There's only one way out, right? One way. And you come through and say, hey, where's all your fire exits?
I think afterwards.
Oh, of course, it's always afterwards.
I think afterwards.
Hey,
there
does
were
that
lots
door
of
work?
fun.
Oh, oddly enough, it doesn't.
It just shows you, like, you know, what you can get away with if you know the right people. Because I'm sure that establishment had been around for a long time, and you know, they knew everybody.
We'll get it fixed. Okay, we'll give you a warning.
Mafia.
Now, once, twice.
Yeah, once bitten, twice shy.
Once bitten,
That's
twice
what
shy,
happens.
boy.
That's what happens there. So Doug has many talents. Doug, with his opposable thumbs.
That's the old joke. What has 2 thumbs and love blowjobs? Right, yeah.
That and more. That and more. Doug makes art. Don't you paint?
I do paint.
Yes.
I haven't painted in a while, but I do.
You do.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does sponge art.
Yeah.
Paint sponge art. Yeah. And then I just saw that there's the first ever art exhibit by chimpanzees is now open in collaboration with the
Are they
Beef.
painting with their feces?
No.
They're doing sponge art.
It's a collection called Wild Planet. The band, the B-52s, are involved in this. 16 chimps who have developed a habit for painting. And the B-52, the price raised to get one of their paintings is more than you pay for Doug. Go look at this.
And what do the chimps get out of it?
I don't know. 100% of the proceeds go to save the sanctuary. Save
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all these animal lovers are going to buy paintings, which is fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
I'm
would
100%
buy
with that.
I'm pretty sure down in Canandaigua there is a chimp, some kind of preserve, because chimps get it's a private one because people have them as pets, but they're more of a pack animal. Remember that lady where she had her face ripped off and then the 911 called, the 911. Did you ever hear that 911 call?
Vaguely, I think I do.
Yeah, she ripped my face. She's screaming about and I'm pretty sure in Canandaigua there's a place where if you had a chimp as a pet and it went crazy, because they start at a certain age, so they say like almost the teenage years, they get wild, like they're defiant, they bite.
A chimpanzee from the wild gets defiant and wild?
Yes, I
no.
know.
It's like my Curious George I read to my grandson. He's going to be fine. I'll take him in. I'll call him Charlie. I'm so lonely. He'll be just good. I'll get him some bananas and he can watch TV with me. I love Judge Judy.
I gotta find this 911 call.
You want some tapioca?
But that was the thing with the chimp. You could hear it in the background screaming as this lady's calling about chimpanzee. The chimpanzee.
He doesn't get gin rummy. I can't teach him. Back him and fine.
I don't know why you would want. Yeah, the chimp.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I think this is the 911.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
The police up with a gun. He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He tried to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way.
Wait, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
441 Rock Raymond Road.
I guess that thing with the peanut butter probably didn't work out as well as she was hoping.
I heard.
Hey, Ethel, watch what I trained him to do.
What's the problem there? I need you to talk to me. I need you to calm down. Why do you need somebody there?
Why do I need somebody there? She's telling you.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee. She's dead. She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything.
I don't think the woman died. I think she had to get her like a face. I don't even know if it was a face transplant or what, but I don't think she died. How do you stay friends with that person? Do you go back if she comes to visit you in the hospital? What do? You start throwing your feces at her and go, hey, is this familiar, you bitch? It's like, I can't.
You get her a box of animal crackers. That's terrible. No. Take her for a walk at the zoo.
Send her a bouquet of edible bananas from the edible company. That's like
she's in the hospital flipping through. King Kong comes on. Flat lines right there.
But I'm pretty sure. So they go like this, the chimps, and down in Canandaigua, they'll take your chimp in. But it was like a private reserve for mostly rich people, and I don't know how many chimps they had in there. But they say they're pack animals, and they like to be together. So when they're alone, I don't know. What did anything happen with Michael Jackson? He had that fucking chimp for a while.
I know it didn't rip his
The
face.
chimp was like, I know what he does to the kids. I'm just going to be over here with my bag of bananas. Yeah, bubbles, right? Yeah, he was blowing bubbles and everything else. The chimp's like, no, I got to learn sign language. I'm going to be called to the jury. So, Bubbles, what'd you see? No, you know what? I'm sorry, but these are wild animals.
Well, no shit. I mean, this is like
I hate to say you're not getting what you. I hate to see harm on anybody.
Yeah, I do too.
Come
I
on.
hate seeing harm. By the way, it's harm on the animal.
Yeah,
it's harm on the animal.
Not in that
They're
environment.
not domesticated. They're not.
There's a story in California, and it became a documentary, and it's on Netflix. It's called Grizzly Man. That this guy went out in the wilderness, and he would just stay near grizzly bears and document on his own. I don't think he was part of any.
No, he wasn't.
I don't think he got grants or anything. It was part of
but he
wildlife, and he ended
curled
up dying.
up with them.
Yeah, he thought it was going to be all good. They're going to get used to me. And one night, he was in his tent, and they have a video, or not video,
Facebook Live
recorded. And the bear wasn't no Yogi Bear. Hey, boo boo! I'll fuck this guy in the ass. And
I thought they ate him, and they found like his remains in their feces.
Yeah, they attacked him.
Yeah,
the bear was hungry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who was the lady that was in Africa? Sigourney Weaver did the movie.
It was
Jane
Goodall.
Jane Goodall,
Yeah,
not Jane
Goodall.
Austen.
Jane Goodall.
Now, there was nothing that happened to her, and she was part of a scientific program, I think.
Yes.
And she kept her distance and kept moving closer.
Right.
And documented everything.
Yes.
I mean, there's obviously nature stories.
Well, look, I mean.
Well, I thought there was, if I remember correctly, there were poachers that would come in and try
Yes.
Yes.
That whole movie was true, right?
Yeah.
And
I think
that's
it was
still a
based on true
problem.
Right.
Because I like watching the Discovery Channel on Saturday
I
morning.
bet you do.
This is the truth.
Jesus Christ. What kind of nerd-ass shit are we learning?
Frozen Planet, the jungle, the Congo.
Yeah.
Had my Saturday morning coffee. I don't want to watch news from the night before where I was just driving Uber and 3 guys got shot. No, I want to. The bumblebee will, will form a hive here, or the penguins, polar bears. You learn a little about the planet.
Uh-huh.
And then
Hey, it's great conversation starters in the home when you go pick up your date.
Yeah.
Because
the only thing that outlives her is a sea turtle.
Sounds like you need to go to Vegas, Doug. They have this planet Earth at the Sphere.
Yes, I've seen the Sphere. I haven't been to Vegas in a long, long time.
They have planet Earth, and it's all about
so
discovery.
Foodie was just there.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
How was Vegas? I hear good and bad.
Vegas was fun.
Yeah?
Did you see U2?
I did.
At the Sphere.
At the Sphere.
That looks amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah. What was now, I just read an article that said the average price of a concert ticket in 2023. Take a guess, Doug.
For the Sphere?
No, not for the Sphere.
Across-
Just average across all
Taylor
concerts,
Swift,
everything. Don't forget.
Beyonce.
Yep. You've got some higher end,
Yeah.
but then you've got, your C-Max shows and things
Right.
like that, which,
Right.
by the way, have gone up.
Yeah.
I think fairly
We're very lucky, I think, with a couple venues that we have.
We are.
The lawn seats. I would say
average price.
I'll go $300.
Okay, you're not far
I'm
off.
going over.
$252
under.
was the average price. Now, remember, average is below.
Yeah.
We're not talking median. But so
And there's a company, I'm sorry, there's a company that is trying to
Yes.
the StubHubs and the Ticket.net things because they
bots go in there and buy up everything.
And they double, triple the price, and that's not fair.
No, it's
now
not.
it's also not fair for scalpers to buy them and do the same thing as they used to do. So I don't know what.
I don't know where the middle
now,
ground
Kid
is.
Rock has been going cross country for Custodian, and I think he's been doing a straight $50 fee across the board. It just happens if you get online and get your front row or your lawn seats, but it's $50.
$50 anywhere you sit.
I already have enough money. You know,
See, that's a weird thing because a lot of times, so when I was reading this article, it wasn't so much the artists that have raised the prices.
No.
It's the venue, it's the ticket broker, it's the
Ticketmaster.
it's all those are where the fees are. So may I be so gross as to ask what it costs to go into the Sphere to see U2?
I paid $150 a ticket.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
How far were you back? The Baileys?
Oh, no, he was here in Fairport.
He's the guy in the fight. I should have been in the Sphere. I'm going to kick the shit out of everybody.
Take it easy, man. Take it easy.
No, so I am a...
you have to think about this?
No, wait a second. You're like some kind of U2
I am a member of the
AARP member.
website.
That's at the
I'm
Stones,
a
by the way.
website member.
Okay. So what does that get
we
you?
had pre-sale.
Pre-sale.
Yeah, so you request whatever tickets you want, and there's like a lottery.
Yeah.
So, the first 8 shows came out. I didn't get tickets to that. Then they announced the next set, and I put in for all, and I got one. So
How now,
So I paid-
did I
paid
see
for that.
video on your... No, I
Instagram.
saw inside there, inside the Sphere. But where did I thought I saw Bono. Or is that an
some
old
other
picture?
woman.
Some
other woman from Fairport
Yeah.
was in the hotel.
Okay.
And that was on Facebook.
Okay.
Bono walked right past her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
How many
Friday night.
How many people do you think the Sphere holds?
18,000.
Thank you.
18,000.
I was asking.
I
18,000.
thought this was a quiz.
Well, I was going to say 25.
I figured being there.
I was going to say 25, but it's not a 360 seating.
It's not 360.
No.
It's about.
It's not a stadium seating.
It is.
It is, but
okay.
like it is steep. Like we were in 400, and you like walking up, and
I mean, are you crammed in there? Is there enough?
No, there was
move
enough
to
room. Once you got
move
to your
around
seat,
and dance, I mean,
yeah.
Because okay,
and because it's so steep, like when you're looking down, nobody's in front of you. Like it was really
Oh
cool.
wow,
Yeah,
the way
like,
it's seated. So you had a clear shot right to the stage.
Yeah,
How do they sound in there?
amazing.
Really?
The sound was the best sound.
oh, it's got to be the best in the world for what they put into it.
Like
Was it $1.5 billion?
by far,
And that wall of video.
the wall
Wow.
of video is 16K video,
Wow.
and at times, they would put different graphics up
Yeah.
for the different songs, and when it came to the end, they turned it into daylight,
Oh wow.
and it was as bright as day in the arena.
Sure.
And then at one point, Bono was like, "We're going to make the Sphere disappear," and they put the video up of the whole strip, and it looked like you were outside.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how many millions of LED lights and they've got. It cost $2.3 billion.
To build this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
MGM, right?
Well, it's supposed to start at
MSG.
$1.2 billion.
What is it?
MSG.
MSG. That's right. This is Dolan who owns it?
Yeah,
Who owns it?
Jim Dolan.
MSG.
James Dolan. He has his own band, and he came up here once and he played. He owns
Knicks.
the Knicks, MSG, and I'm pretty sure, was he still cable back down in that part of the world?
MSG Network.
Yeah, MSG Network. But I thought he had originally they started as a cable company, and I don't know if he still owns that or sold that off. But he came up here. He wanted to be a musician, and he came up here and he played, and he came on a radio show, and he didn't want to talk about owning the Knicks or any of this shit. He wanted
Oh, he owned the Knicks before he became a band member?
yeah, he started the band because he's a rich fucking guy. No one can tell him no.
Right.
Right? You're rich. You get to do whatever you want. It's that's the fuck me money I was talking about, right?
Yeah.
You can put out you'll spend all this money and hire all these musicians to make your shitty talent a little better. So he came up here and played, and he still does. I think he still goes around and does that.
I guess that makes sense. Like, this is the best venue I've ever been to for a concert.
Oh,
Really?
it's got to be. Yeah.
like, was it the best U2 show I've ever seen? Probably not.
But it didn't matter.
Right.
Part of the atmosphere.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in the top 5 immediately.
Yeah.
You know, just because of the visuals, the audio. You know, their energy was, you know, so they had to take a break because F1 was in town.
The Formula One, yeah.
So their last show was 4 weeks ago.
Oh,
so this
they've got a show the December 6th, 8th, 9th.
Yeah.
But if you don't go to that, come see me at the Carlson. It's going to be just as good. Yeah. Sunday, bloody Sunday. I never got into U2. I mean,
I loved the what was the
You love the Joshua Tree, man.
Yeah, that was my favorite album.
Yeah.
1987.
That beat out Michael Jackson. I just saw this on TV. Beat out a bunch of really popular albums that year. One of them was, I think, Thriller.
Yeah.
That was up against.
Thriller was 83.
Thriller was 83
or
83
or
yeah.
4. That was 87.
All right, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, don't even bother. We know what we're talking about, Doug.
What's Postcards from Earth? What is that?
That's the nature show.
Oh.
Postcards from Earth.
See? It's not only me Saturday mornings pulling my pug with a cup of coffee watching polar bears getting it on.
This was in Vegas.
Which is a very good show.
This is Vegas, by the way, and this is
you
where you can take
Vegas.
You can take, you go see U2 and leave the old lady in the wheelchair at the
No, the early bird special.
Or you
no,
could
she's
go-
got all the cop points from playing Keno. I gotta take her around.
Did you do anything else while you were there?
I mean, we gambled a little.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like we went to dinner.
How long were you in Vegas?
We went. We got there Thursday night, left Sunday morning. So
Now you're married? Okay. I don't know. I don't remember. Good for you.
What is that?
I just asked you. Said you went to Vegas. I said you're married.
Parkinson's disease over there. Your head's going.
I don't know
You
how
gotta
to
think
answer
about that one too?
sometimes.
What do you mean you don't know how to answer
We're
that?
not married.
Oh, all right. Well, that's okay. That's an okay way to, Yeah, she's my wife for all intent purposes.
Oh, right. That's what we
exactly.
said.
Yeah.
We were separated on the plane. I'd like to sit next to my wife.
Did you say that?
I tried.
Oh.
Yeah.
She said no. She said, well, here's the question I have, because we're getting back into concert season, right? They release everything before the holidays now because people want to give people tickets for the holidays, and the Stones are coming, and I think the Stones' average price at MetLife is about $500 per ticket, and I think they're playing in May. It's supposedly their last shows for this run.
Who's that?
The Rolling Stones, but I'm going.
They've said that so many times.
The value. Well, I don't think this is their last. I don't think they've ever done a farewell tour. I think these guys that's their last of this leg of the tour.
Okay.
But what would be value versus price? Because a lot of times now these concerts are getting so damn expensive.
Right.
$150 for what you saw sounds like you got value for what you paid.
Oh, for sure.
I just don't know if I want to pay $150.
No,
to
the
go
guy
see.
next to me paid $600.
Really?
The guy sitting right next to me.
Where did it through? How did you find out?
He came and sat down and started talking.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm here by myself."
$600
And I
by
paid
himself.
$600, and then
You said, yeah, me too. Oh, no, my wife's there too.
Wait, $600?
take my wife, please.
How did that happen for him?
StubHub, or,
StubHub,
whatever.
yeah.
Like we looked the next day because there was a show Saturday night, just to look, and the same seat we were in was $700
Damn.
a piece.
And they're getting it.
I would assume so. The guy paid $600.
Now, some people say wait till the concert starts and then go on StubHub and they'll drop the prices. I've never done that. I just try to get something
Well, I will tell you one
ticket
thing.
in hand.
If you let's say there's a show that you'd like to see and you like decent seats to it and it's sold out, you can go day of because they always hold back for friends and family of the band.
Oh.
And they're usually pretty decent seats. Like when might have been, I think it was Train was in town. Elvio, who's in Daughtry, got friends and family tickets and got them for me and some other people, and it was pretty good seats. Like, I don't know, 16 rows from the stage. And
Yeah, I heard they're decent.
yeah, you can get that day of in those venues. I don't know how it works in Vegas. I have no idea. But I think Darien Lake and even CMAC would be the one. I prefer CMAC over Darien Lake.
Yeah.
And I know Darien Lake is getting a lot.
I'm not going
more.
to Darien Lake.
I'm not going to
I'm not going.
Why is that?
Traffic's a nightmare.
Yeah, traffic is a nightmare.
It's like a Buffalo Bills game.
Plus you
Everybody's
walk around.
hammered off their mind.
Hey,
You walk around before.
You Uber people? Have you Uber people there?
Yes,
for shows.
Yes, I took them to the Grateful Dead 2 summers ago.
Okay.
And we had VIP parking, and we were in the Labatt's tent or the Jack Daniels tent. And we looked at a setlist.com where you can see where they're ending.
Yeah.
And we left about 15, 20 minutes early.
Yeah,
We missed all the
hell out
traffic.
of there. Yeah, smart.
Now, the 2 guys that really wanted to go didn't want to go, but they had already passed out in the car once, couldn't find one, and the other guy was just like, so, and then we found out they did encores.
Yeah.
And it lasted longer, but that's the Grateful Dead.
Well, an encore could be one song that lasts 40 minutes.
Exactly.
With that, you know?
Yeah.
Who was? Yeah, because this had to be Dead and Co.
Yeah.
And it was John Mayer part of that?
Yes.
Oh, he was?
And I guess he took some drugs and I forget the story. He was really fucked up.
Really?
I don't think he remembered the concert.
Really?
Yeah.
John Mayer.
John Mayer.
At
Darien, yeah.
Wow.
Before that, I saw Nickelback there, and that was a good concert. But
really,
yeah. But I like C-Mac
never
better.
heard that.
No, well, you know what? Everybody picks on Nickelback, and I always feel bad because I go, I never hated them.
I like
thought
Nickelback.
They were all right.
They always they sound the same thing. I'm like, well, that's every band's got their niche. When they play us on the radio, you know it's them. AC/DC's been doing that for 70 years.
AC/DC's yeah.
As soon as that
Same
chord
thing,
hits,
yeah.
hold on, I got to get.
Give me my Nickelback.
1988 Grammys winner album of the year was The Joshua Tree by U2.
Yeah.
It was up against Whitney Houston, Whitney.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson for Bad.
Bad,
Not
Thriller. Yes.
Dolly Parton.
Oh, it's your girl.
I know. And Linda Ronstadt trio with Emmylou Harris and Prince, Sign of the Times.
I don't remember that at all. Do you?
Yeah.
Sign of the Times.
Sign
That
of
was
the Times.
there's a few songs on
Big
there.
winner.
Played
I don't remember
Strip
that at
Club.
all.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think they had Cream and Diamonds and Pearls and yeah.
There were some strip club songs on there.
For Prince, always.
Yeah, for Prince. Yes, yes.
Nobody danced to Bad on stage. No Dolly Parton. Nobody dances to U2 on stage. Are you kidding me?
All right, we'll take a moment when we come back. It's that holiday time of year. Holiday parties.
I got that jing jing jingling ding 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 ring a ling a ling a ling a ling ling.
When it goes bad at holiday parties, wait till you hear what happened at this one and went all the way to court. We'll get to it next. But first,
Cancer is a long journey. It's a
You're a mean one,
Bill Moran.
You really are a
I should have wrote better lyrics for this on the way here.
Yes,
Maybe
you
next
should have.
week. Next
I like
week.
that. All right.
Yes. Bill Moran. I wouldn't listen to your podcast. Greasy Sandway. I don't know.
Sounds like my dad.
Your dad loves me.
Yes, he does.
Yes.
You know, it's funny. Now, I don't know if anybody has seen this, but it's become popular that somebody dresses us up as the Grinch in a family and comes in and terrorizes the little kids.
They think this is funny.
I got to tell you, Doug, I've seen more videos of this, and it drives me nuts. And then I find out today. Now, when I was a kid, my old man on December 6th, when this podcast will drop, St. Nicholas Day, you used to leave your shoes out, and you would wake up. My dad had big bags of candy that he put in there, like sandwich bags that he filled with M&Ms and Kisses and Skittles and stuff like that. It would be in your bag every year. My brother carries that tradition on with his kids. I found out today. I thought that was like somewhere in Holland, or it was a Dutch tradition. Finding out that maybe German, and the Germans had something called, and I'm going to say it wrong, but
Auschwitz Day.
Well, it was close. It's like something. I'm going to Kraus, right?
Sauerkraut Day.
Yeah.
You want to put your shoes on? I'm going to fill it up with Wiener Schnitzel.
But they've got like this beast, and they say in some small villages, because I watched this thing.
Like a Yeti?
Yeah, like a Yeti. They put on like, they'll get drunk. They'll put on like a sheepskin and a mask, a wooden mask, and they run around and terrorize kids and steal their kids.
Fun.
It sounds horrible. It sounds very German. And I went, wait a second. I go,
wait. The Germans aren't known for terrorizing anybody.
Not at all. But I go,
That was a long.
But they've done this for years.
They did it twice.
And I go, we have the Grinch. So I'm watching this interview. Someone sent it to me. It was Fallon doing it, and I forget the actor, and he's explaining the whole thing. And then Fallon actually pulls out the doll of whatever this character is from Germany. And he's going, this is horrible. And then I see the videos of people doing this to kids with the Grinch. Like somebody just the other day put on Facebook, remember the time when my dad dressed up, and you see, and the kids are sitting on the couch. One of them's bawling their eyes out. I would punch my old man in the face and go, cut the shit.
Right. Well, what are they? 3, 4, 5, 6 years old?
Yes.
You're making them cry. You feel like a big man.
Look at you laugh. Look at you. You would fucking have
That
loved
kid's
it.
going to be scarred for life.
It would be funny, like, if they were like, you know, 10, 12, sort of believe, not believe.
Listen to this. My father has a story.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. About hunting with a friend. And I'll tell you more recent story.
Yeah.
My dad goes away hunting, and I asked my stepmother, I go, he still went hunting? Yeah. In a tree stand? Yeah. With a gun? Yeah. Did he just get diagnosed with vertigo? Oh, he'll be fine. Oh, what could you worry about? Don't worry about falling into the kitchen table. Go get a $2, Dad. Yeah, you're seeing double. You're wobbling all over. Yeah, grab a gun and go in a tree stand. Oh, perfect. He tells me years ago, this had to be, let's see, I'm 53 and a half, so 50 years ago, let's say, he went hunting, and they came back from hunting, and I don't know if he went drinking with his friend or his friend just went drinking, but they were smashed. So he gets the deer off his car, not my father, his friend, goes in the garage, grabs some red paint, paints the nose red, brings out his 2 kids and goes, look what Daddy did. I killed Rudolph. Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
How
old were the kids?
I think they were 5 and 6, somewhere around that. He was drunk, thought it was the funniest thing.
So, have you been to Christmas parties where things have gotten out of hand? I remember one year, like one of the Christmas parties at work, all of a sudden, my date got drunk and started giving lap dances to people.
Oh.
Well, that happened at all the Christmas parties in the class. Of course, I've seen that.
That's nothing new.
Does it have to be a Christmas party or just a regular party?
Well, what's a regular party? What happened?
Like a 4th of July party.
Yeah,
when people
no.
get just too drunk and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
But this is usually like a work function.
they're usually a work function. You're
You
right.
mean like
Those,
yes.
like a Christmas
when I was
party.
young and
Yes.
drinking, I mouthed off a little bit too. Because when you're first 21, you drink as much as you can. Free booze, free shots, and
What did you do?
I don't remember. I think I called the bartender a dummy. You know, she cut me off, and I was all pissed off, which she had every right to be.
I thought
So I
you
was in
might
the
have
wrong.
told your boss off. Hey, boss.
No.
Let me tell you what I really think of you, Bob.
Don't expect me in tomorrow anytime soon, man.
Hey, man.
So how about this? A former Los Angeles area Taco Bell employee is suing the company and a franchise owner after she claims a Christmas party at the fast food restaurant descended into a drunken mess that included open sex. Now, I don't understand why you just don't,
Sure,
as
was
an
Taco
adult.
Bell? Ring-a-ling, ring-a-ling. Sorry, it's too easy a joke. First of all, whoever the manager is, you don't have alcohol on premise.
Alana Beecham filed her lawsuit
A lot of vagina?
last week in Los Angeles Superior Court. In a suit, she alleges that her supervisor invited her to the December 18th, 2022 party at the San Pedro Taco Bell at which she worked. She was encouraged to bring food for a potluck-style buffet, and her contribution was a bowl of guacamole. Now, why would you bring that when they probably have it at Taco Bell? Maybe they don't.
Because it's probably better.
Once she arrived, she discovered that her supervisor had covered the windows of the restaurant with wrapping paper and also covered the cameras for the lobby in the inside of the restaurant.
Like where this is going.
I do, too. Go ahead, Dougie. Come on, buddy.
No, you've never seen videos of this or in the movies gone badly? There's no red flag that goes, so nobody can see me. And I got big tits and really young, and they're serving alcohol, and there's nothing to record this. Let me get my phone out and send this to my grandmother.
Now, wait. When we're done with this story, I have to say I am disappointed in this person.
The girl or the manager?
No, the girl.
Okay, keep going.
She claims her supervisor provided alcohol to staffers, several of whom were observed, quote unquote, to be drinking. All right. Around midnight, she had stepped outside for a short time. She walked back into the restaurant and saw a coworker having sex with his wife in front of everyone at the party. Okay? Right there in the booth, baby.
Okay.
Stick it in your booth. The coworkers.
That's a hell of a drive-through.
At this point,
the coworker's wife, this woman claims, was also kissing her female manager and another female coworker at the same time. So her husband's banging her, and she's making out with the other chicks.
All right.
This is a party, folks.
This is, yes.
That's right. South of the border. Run for the border.
Getting that free guacamole. Now, first of all, how much are you drinking? Are you in front of strangers or how
It's
many people?
everybody
15,
working.
16? They're just, hey, we're going to have a melee or whatever.
I don't know. That's true. It's usually young people that are working underage.
Yeah.
The co-worker's wife, let's see, shocked, disgusted, and outraged.
Mm-hmm.
This woman claims
How could you do that?
that she first ran out of the restaurant, but then went back inside to retrieve her guacamole bowl.
Jeez, come on. Now
Only to find that her
everybody
manager
passed it around.
and the other co-worker involved in the sexual encounter were vomiting. One threw up in the trash while the other vomited in her guacamole bowl.
How old is this girl?
I don't know.
Bad guac.
She says she reported the incident to Taco Bell Human Resources.
That's it?
Yeah. And the Alvarado Restaurant Group, who owns the chain, they're a Colorado-based franchisee. The manager and other coworkers involved in the sexual encounter were fired, her complaint states. After their termination, this woman alleges she was threatened and had her car window shattered by someone associated with her former coworkers. Taco Bell and the franchisee, quote, did nothing about these threats, instead told her that they were transferring her to a new location rather than disciplining the employees who threatened her, according to her complaint. She eventually quit and alleges that she has suffered actual consequential and incidental financial losses after, and that Taco Bell violated anti-discrimination laws. And that goes from there to basically legally speak. Here would be my thing.
I'm disgusted.
No, but I mean, nothing happened to you.
Well, my guacamole.
You don't think
bowl.
you're going to go to a company Christmas party and people are going to start fucking in front of you?
Bonus! Bonus!
Well, I don't know what you have in mind because it's only guys in your podcast, so I'm out. I mean, you got Laura and Shannon or Stephanie or whatever. Yeah, you got a few. Yeah. All right, you got a few, but I don't expect that to happen. Hey, Doug, you want to get us? And hey, look what happened over in quarter number 3. Oh, I'm in.
No, but it's a man and his wife are having sex. The other people are consensual.
It's just wrong, and you got to know it's wrong.
I understand
Take it in the
it's wrong,
alley.
but here's my thing.
What if everybody
Why are you going to go tell? What are you going to tell? The only thing that should be involved in this is the Board of Health because your bare ass was on a fucking table.
If it was my daughter, I'd be afraid of going back in there and getting raped for crying out loud. If they're doing that with a few drinks,
yeah,
you know, or somebody nudges her, hey, why didn't you get involved? You know, why?
No, you don't.
I wouldn't have gone back. I would have called the police. I'm surprised she didn't call her father.
Yeah,
you know. Or
wait, you would have called the police?
Well, I don't know what to do. Yeah,
I would have left. I would have called you up and go, Doug, you gotta get down here. Hey, Doug, man,
fuck
you
that
gotta,
McDonald's.
Hey, you gotta see what you can do with a burrito. You ever hear those chorizos? You ever hear those chorizos they have over there?
Cheetos burritos.
Holy shit.
I'm just thinking if it was
Yes, I understand. If it's an underage girl, I don't know how old this woman was. I don't know if this was all people over the age of 21. It doesn't say.
It just sounds like a free for all.
It sounds
hey,
insane.
We're gonna close it down. We're gonna get fucked up, and who knows what's gonna happen.
I will tell you that years ago there was a guy who was on the radio and he was getting married and he had a bachelor party, and they had strippers all of a sudden come into the bachelor party, and these girls were all over each other, and they used the double thong thing on themselves and all this. And then one of them, the guy sat in the chair, and one of them was like 69 him in the chair, basically, right? And then another girl they're passing around, and guys are licking.
No.
Yeah. And
of course I've seen it. And they get $300 each, and there better be a lot of tips. The more tips you get, the longer we'll stay. That's the first thing.
Let me just tell you
say.
something. Like, I saw this. Now, I was like, to me, here's how I describe myself. If I see a woman in yoga pants and she's got a nice body, it has no interest to me. If I see a woman who looks like her ass is a bag of nickels inside yoga pants, I can't stop staring at this. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, when I see bad shit go down, I don't want to partake, but I want to fucking watch. You know? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I want to watch. I want to see what's going to happen next. And there was a guy, and he's no longer on the planet, and he was a boss at the radio station. All of a sudden, I see his bald head, and I see his face buried right in, and I go, oh, my God. This is how, what do you, ugh. And I left shortly after that. I was not.
Oh, you were there?
I was at the bachelor party. Absolutely, I was. But I didn't go calling. Now, it's a bachelor party. Way different than going to a Taco Bell Christmas party. I will admit that.
Hey, trust me. When they have enough booze, you know, when I used to manage the Blue Room.
Wait, you managed a Blue Room?
Yeah.
Oh,
before
right.
I got sold.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there was plenty of dares at playing darts for shots and take your top off if I can get 3 bullseye and, you know, leave it at 6 o'clock in the morning with a big smile on my face. I mean, anything can happen,
but that's different. Look, I will admit that if you're
where
the
time
boss,
and place is right, that is all saying anything could happen.
Anything can happen, right?
Yeah.
But I would say, now, you're right. I am taking in me as a guy, not feeling threatened by this at all, actually entertained, maybe a little grossed out, depending on how these people looked. You know, maybe tried to sneak a little Snellphone videos.
I got my Christmas card picture. How sure you happy 2023?
I would not go file a complaint about this. I may quit. I may go, you guys are fucked up, man. But I don't, you know.
Well, she filed a complaint. Now she's scared that they're going to come after her.
Well, they threatened her.
Yeah, that's...
And that I do believe. I believe that
and this poor girl probably just wanted to have a job, pay her bills.
Yeah.
And that is...
And her goddamn guacamole ball got ruined because somebody puked in it. Boss and his wife puked in
What are you thinking? Just leave the fucking bowl, go to a dollar store, get a new one. Wasn't that the guy that Jeffrey Dahmer, his last victim, he figured out how to get out of the place? And the cop said, go back there. And he was so distraught that he went back there to try to get his jacket or something.
Yes.
And they're like, what are you doing? He goes, I was out of my mind. I couldn't believe what was happening. And, yeah, that's what happened. So maybe that was the same way with her. I'd like to know how old this woman is.
That's what I would, too.
Yeah.
It doesn't give me any ages. It doesn't tell me anything like that. I just saw that.
She wasn't over 65. I know that.
No, she was not. She was not.
She wouldn't be making guacamole.
Guacamole. I couldn't. I kept going. Have you ever heard? I've never heard of a party like that. Now, I have heard of people at parties, you know, all of a sudden, like, but more summertime, right? You have a summertime party, and all of a sudden, 2 people will strip down, and then they're going at it in the pool, and, you know, whatever.
Oh, I did that. Yeah, probably.
At a party?
Yeah.
Like a family party. There's a families around.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah. It was for a 1-year, 2-year-old, yeah. Yeah, I threw the girl in the pool, and then I went in, and I would just stayed in there till everybody left.
What do you mean you stayed in there till everybody left? Was she naked?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. It's wonderful. Whose pool was it?
I can't say.
What do you mean you can't say?
I can't say. They're not married anymore. But oh yeah.
Foodie, any bad stuff? No. Well, you worked in IT always? What was it? Technology?
Yeah, but I worked for a financial firm.
Oh.
I worked for a startup.
Yeah, these people the startups can get a little wild.
Yeah.
At the Christmas parties.
I'm trying to think, like...
Anybody want some Christmas balls on their chin? Hey, if my Christmas balls are on your chin, where am I?
Nothing ever really exciting happened.
No.
Those stories are far and few in between, I feel. It just...
I mean,
Don't ruin it for me. I read the penthouse letters.
Well,
I love those.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas party. What nuts.
Somebody sent you a penthouse forum letter?
Yeah, all the letters.
Okay. Well, if your Secret Santa is still out there, Bill got the DVD player. He's yet to watch my movie. I'm just saying, it's truth, you know?
That is true. But
I mean, maybe if 2 people were fucking in front of the TV while it was on, you'd watch it.
Somebody sent last night a pillow to Mark with his face on it. It was like a pillow of him Santa.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. Yep. And an ornament that's on the tree of gingerbread people going at it doggy style.
Send it to Mark.
Send it here.
Here in Caremark?
The ornament was for this tree here.
Right.
And then the pillow.
It was to Mark Hillman? Okay.
No, it wasn't to Care. It was sent to the show. The pillow was for Mark. The ornament was for the tree. They knew Mark was going to be in.
Okay.
They sent me a message saying, if Mark comes in and you see a package, open it. Okay. Have Mark open it. And Mark opened it, and there was his face on a pillow.
And you don't know who it's from?
No, because so Mark looks up the return address, and it happens to be a strip joint in Syracuse. So we're assuming no. And the person's last name is Hunt, comma Mike.
Yeah.
So it's either way. A lot of effort went into that.
A lot of effort
went into that.
Was it from a Taco Bell?
Yeah. You know what? It did smell a little bit like Chipotle. I mean, Chipotle sauce.
Was it from the Alpine Club?
The Alpine Club. I don't know. All right, we'll take a moment. I just love that story. I'm just picturing this in my head, like Taco Bell. It goes like this guy went through all the effort to black
Christmas
out the windows.
paper over the windows, over the cameras.
He knew from when they were going at. He knew what
something was going to happen.
Yeah,
yes.
Like this, there was a plan in this guy's head. He covered the cameras. He covered the windows. He knew what he was doing. I think they were looking to have an orgy.
Well, it kind of sounds like that, or they got together and had it somewhere else after hours, and then they're like, okay, let's have a Christmas party and really see who we can bring in.
Yeah, recruit.
Maybe Brianna will jump in. I'd love to do that. And, maybe Becky or whatever. Not to say
you really got these all picked out. Those names flew right off your tongue. Doug.
I'm just saying.
What are we saying?
We're saying that I was in a pool naked with a woman. That's the only story I'm saying. I still got a shot to get on the nice list. It's probably a long shot. If I get on the nice list, the Bills are making the playoffs. That's what I'm saying. That's with Becky and Brianna. Oh, my God. Yeah.
All right. We'll take a moment. But first,
Gentlemen, at this time, keep your hands and feet inside the car till the ride comes to a complete stop. Coming to the stage for 1, 2, 3 songs. You know her, you love her, you can't get enough of her. Making you harder than Chinese arithmetic. Get ready for Chastity from Taco Bell. ¿Qué pasa? What's your order? Do you want chocolate chip with that? Buy 1 taco, get 3 taco, 3.
Johnny Resnick, 58 years old on December 5th. Most people will be listening to this on the 6th, but it is his birthday.
How old?
58.
You know who else is 58? Marissa Tomei, baby.
Shut up.
Yes. She's
Really?
still hot as
Wow.
fudgesicles.
If you had one thing you could eat for the rest of your life,
It'd be Marissa Tomei. That's what I remember. But I tell you what, if you ask any, I was thinking about this. You could make a mint if girls could reenact Marissa Tomei and My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
My Cousin Vinny was, she was so
She
great.
won the Academy Award and
ticking.
like that in her courtroom scene.
Yeah.
So many women. That is like coming home at 3 in the morning, putting on. You just flip through, Smokey and the Bandits on. You're like, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
For women, it's Roadhouse and My Cousin Vinny.
What, for women?
Women love Roadhouse.
Shut the flip
Oh,
up.
yeah.
I know. Really?
Yes.
Now,
Women listening.
Hang on a second. Now, you're making me a little self-conscious because one of my favorite movies of all time.
Is Roadhouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
well.
it's a piece of shit. It is a garbage piece of shit movie, and I love it. I love it because it was like, I remember in 1987 or 88, it came out. I'm very disappointed that they're trying to remake it. I'm hearing that Amazon Prime is rewriting the whole thing. He's supposed to be like a UFC fighter. It's Jake Gyllenhaal or whatever is in the thing. But they're fucking with the whole thing. Like the director's pissed, and he's pissed, and the producer's pissed. But I love that movie, and I have a friend.
You can't duplicate Patrick Swayze. That's why they watch. That's why women love it. And you know who else is in it?
Yes.
Tell me.
Beef. What's for breakfast? Hey.
An actor that. Yeah,
Am I
Sam
wrong?
Elliott.
Sam Elliott.
So young or old, you're getting young Patrick Swayze.
What's for breakfast?
And by the way,
yeah.
What else was Patrick Swayze in that women love?
Oh, that fucking Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing.
Piece of shit
Every woman
garbage.
wants to be held up in the air. Now you get to see
know what I love?
fight with his shirt off.
Let me tell you this. They try to reenact that move at weddings and shit, and you see more fails where women have come up with broken noses, chipped teeth, because they try to do
That's
it.
from the men's room.
And he goes, I got you. Yeah, you don't. She put on a few fucking pounds since the last time you tried it, pal.
Since her first
Good
wedding.
luck. Spanx hides a lot of pounds. Terrible.
That's why they wear white.
Why do you say that?
I know. Know who I am. What movie is this from?
I don't know.
City of Angels
City
with
of
Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan before plastic
Nicolas
surgery,
Cage is an
making her
angel.
look like a joker.
Boy, she really did
she
ruin
did
a beautiful face with
yeah.
that.
She went,
It's tough because, and I remember being out in L.A. and you saw women who, one in radio had been in Playboy and she had done all this stuff, and I was interviewing for a job with her. A person goes to me, "Don't look at her face," and it's she had a lot of plastic surgery, and I think it's
who is this?
I don't know, Ellen Kay.
Ellen Kay.
Yeah, she was part of Rick D's show for many years.
Oh, okay.
And then she was on with
So she had a
Seacrest.
face for radio.
She was really pretty, but she had tried to stay, do the plastic surgery to stay looking younger, and it wasn't terrible, but it was.
You could tell a lot of
was
women on the
obvious.
Golden Bachelor had a little, tight.
Yeah.
It shines different
Nip
places.
tuck.
I understand maybe neck.
Oh,
getting
deep
tummy
neck
tuck,
contour, my friend.
A lift. I know a lot of women, if they could have plastic surgery, they would say, I just want a lift. They don't want bigger boobs. They just want to bring them up a little bit.
Well,
It comes out at parties.
You're quite
not anybody fucking on the floor, but they talk about getting a lift.
I think this is amazing. You should be a consultant for
For women?
No,
Oh, yeah.
not for women.
Oh, why?
For like a plastic surgery place. Hey, a little lift, honey, a little lift, baby. What was the movie? Was it Summer Rental where John Candy and the girl, she had the boobs and she comes over, she goes, "Can you feel these?" And he doesn't know what to do. And the guy comes out and goes, "What are you doing? You haven't
Showing your
feel
tits again?"
Tits again? It's like, I love that movie. I love that movie.
Did you ever see Wedding Crashers?
Oh, of course.
Sigourney Weaver?
Yes.
Not Sigourney Weaver.
No. Jane
Seymour.
Seymour, yeah.
She goes, like my tits. It just got them done. Now, I watched that movie in the theater with my mother, my sister, and brother-in-law. My mother's right next to me. I don't know if it's because my mother was right next to me. I laughed so hard at that movie because we didn't know what it was going into it. And we just had the part of Vince Vaughn getting jerked off underneath the table. And I'm next to my mother. I'm crying. When I laugh loud when it's funny. And then, you like my tits? I just had them done.
And then she's like, "You filthy thing." And the next thing,
call me cat.
Call me cat. Were they built for speed? Were they built?
You old sip. You old sailor. Is she still in the house?
You motorboating.
I just watched that the other night.
I love that movie. That was one of my favorite movies of all time. Absolutely.
You know what? I'll tell you some of my favorites. I'm getting some likes on the Facebook post, and I want to give a shout out. Deb Bishop from the Breast Cancer Coalition.
Yeah, I don't know her.
Yeah, we gave her a check for $23,000.
Damn!
Yeah, to add to all the other stuff going in.
Okay.
We got Mr. Jimmy White, or as he likes to be called, Jimmer. That is not my favorite name. He does the white trash.
Oh.
Yeah, and his fiancee, Sandra. Ed Dolan, Kevin Zona.
Ed Dolan would be I believe it's my uncle.
Your uncle? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Uncle
Rob
Eddie.
Zanin, Kim Halleck.
Rob is a guy who wants to start his own podcast.
Okay.
And reached out to me, and he wants to do it about being a divorced middle-aged guy, and he bought his own equipment, and I was going to show him how to storyboard some ideas and work it out.
A divorced middle-aged guy, and he wants to talk about this on a regular basis.
I guess so. I mean, it'd be life at that age. I mean, if you could do it if you did it right. I have no interest, and I am that guy, but I have no interest.
As long as he has some Taco Bell stories.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let me tell you what happened.
Seth Mullis?
I don't know, Seth.
No. Becky DeCane?
I don't know.
Jimmy Lynch? Charlene Clement?
Aren't these your friends?
I'm not. They're friends with Bill or Billified.
Yeah.
Cal Gallagher, Dwayne Bonham.
Well, I appreciate
my
all of
father, Dave Phelps.
Yeah, Dave Phelps.
Kelly Opart out there. Yeah.
Love Dave Phelps.
Got to ask about the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer tragedy.
I want to pat myself on the back for a minute today. I was a bit of a hero today. I read that 8 in 10 adults have flushed something they shouldn't have down the toilet. Now, like grease, right? Sometimes drugs. You're not supposed to flush those down the toilet.
What'd you do with the drugs?
Yeah.
I flushed them down the toilet.
Cigarette butts. People flush those down the toilet. Not supposed to. Condoms, definitely, because they could snag. I clogged my toilet. Like bad.
Every week you have a toilet story or
hang on now.
a poopy story.
No, hold on
I got to do your storyboards.
No, there's no storyboard. I'm telling the truth. I am telling the truth here. And I woke up this morning and I lifted the lid. It was like peekaboo. There it was. So I went and I boiled hot water. And I was trying to dump it in there and flush at the same time. Well, it started to crest. There's nothing I could do.
Did you have what they call nowadays a plunger?
I didn't. This is why I'm a hero.
Do you know that they have those at Ace Hardware?
Yes, they
or
do.
Dollar Store.
Hang on.
Street.
I was getting to a point where I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. I don't have enough time to get to Ace or to Home Depot. So I call down because I live in a place that has a maintenance crew. I call down and I say, can they bring a plunger? And she says to me, well, they can handle it for you. That's what we do. And I said, no.
This is just 911.
Yeah, just drop.
This is a Taco Bell emergency.
This is it.
And not the story you heard in L.A.
Drop the thing. So all of a sudden, 10 minutes later, I'm touching. I'm cresting myself. And I hear ding dong. And I go bolting down the stairs. And there's the happy young maintenance guy. Hey, Bill, we'll take care of it. I go, no, you won't. I go, leave the bucket, leave the plunger. I will have it washed, bleached, and sitting back out here in 15 minutes. And I went upstairs and I plunged that shit, cleaned it all up, scrubbed the floor,
you are
washed
a true
everything.
hero.
Fucking hero. I am a hero. Because I'll tell you what, these maintenance guys have gone to these other luxury places where I live, and I know they've had to do it. Because when I called, they said, oh, we'll handle it for you. And I go, no, you don't have to. You know some Ethels push some one of Doug's dates.
Right. So when's the parade for this hero?
I want to be afloat. I want everything. I want to be on the Charmin float.
When was this?
Today.
Now, between this morning and tonight, have you bought a plunger in case it happens again?
No, Doug.
Oh, you
I've
haven't.
been busy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I've been busy, Doug.
I think that's
All
the
you
first. I
listeners
think that's
out
the
there.
first thing I would do.
If you want to send a gift,
No,
Yeah.
no gifts. No gifts.
send a plunger.
Send a plunger to Bill. Go to the dollar
Just
store.
thought that was
Fill up
it's,
a box.
Very heroic. I didn't have somebody else come in to my.
What is something you
What a
never
fucking-
want to borrow?
That was a human smoothie in there. I'm telling you.
Oh God!
That was
You know, the
lovely.
last time I was
What?
here, you had to take a
What?
dump taking your
Yes.
kid to the airport. You're like, I think it's. I take my kid to the airport. I thought I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, no. I was like, I took my kid to the airport. I had to take a dump. I'm like, this isn't.
Well, I was
this
sad
isn't
to see him
sentimental.
go. I was sad to see
Okay.
him leave.
Get some
It was-
plumbing
it
running?
happens. Yes,
All
that
right.
was the thing. By the way, I did see where somebody did this, and I applaud this person, and I don't think they should have been fired. A lot of people try to get an increase in their salary, but if you're making a certain amount of money, it's hard to find. A lot of times you can find something that would be a lateral move, but not something that's necessarily an increase. Would that be fair to say? So let's say, for example, you're making 50 grand. It might be easy to find a job that's paying you 50 grand somewhere else, but why would you make that move? You'd want to make at least 75, that kind of jump. So a guy in Baltimore was working for the city, and he dummied up a fake job and said he got an offer. And it was like $25,000 more. And so they wanted to hold him. They wanted to keep him.
Bye.
So he's ready they were going to increase his pay, but they wanted to call this other place to make sure to just say, hey.
Mandalay Industries, Mandalay Industries.
You got it. They found out it was completely made up and it didn't exist.
And they fired him.
And they fired him. Motherfucker lost a 6-figure job over this shit.
Well, you roll the dice. And if you're
It's
that
a
smart,
roll.
you got to know that companies
I'm
are
with you.
only allowed to ask certain questions, or it's against the law.
Yeah.
Like if somebody calls you for reference in retail, and this was 30, 40 years ago, you were only allowed to say
Yes,
that
they
they worked
worked
for
there.
you from June 2015 to July
Yes, they worked there.
2018.
Yeah.
And that's it. You can't say good or bad, because then if they find out, they can sue you. So he should have went about it better than that. And I had a friend. He was working for Rolling Stone. I met him out in California. And very smart guy, very talented. He got a job offer. He went for a one-day interview, flew to New York, had the interview, went back, and he had a board meeting. And he goes, "Hey, I'm not leaving or anything, but I just want to let you know that I was made an offer of this amount of money, so I'm just going to let everybody know." And he got a raise within the next week.
Right. A lot of times that'll happen. I mean, I had similar things in radio where I had a job offer in another city, and they didn't match it, but they kept it. But they also threatened to sue me for breach of contract. They did all this shit. They were gonna get
You got to sign a contract when you're on radio, huh?
I did, yeah.
Yeah?
Not everybody. I think
Not
does,
everybody.
Just the talent.
Just
No,
the
no, no,
talent,
no,
the
no.
top dogs,
No,
the head cheese, the numero uno.
Let me tell you what the best thing is. Those radio contracts, and probably any contract, it's really just supposed to be the rules by which we play, right? In case shit falls apart, and it's always in favor of the employer. But I had so much stuff taken out of it because I had somebody who represented me that did all that stuff. I had things taken out of it that, I mean, and
No fucking employees at the Christmas party?
no, I was allowed to. I was totally allowed.
You have to do that every
No matter
year.
of fact, it was called the Taco Bell clause. Run for the border. No, there were things like you needed. They had to come to you 30 days before to let you know if they were going to review. So really, they would wait till the last minute, so you couldn't really find another job if they were going to do this. And I got it moved to 90 days. It was just minor things like that, but they don't. They really make it in favor. Other bullshit things like, one company will have you do free endorsements and stuff like that. You know, they want you to do one free before they pay you.
Yeah,
and
pro bono.
I had all that shit just taken out. Take it out. Take
No,
that
no
fucking shit
freebies
out.
here.
Well, not the freebies, but it was just bullshit stuff.
I get you.
It's shitty. They do such dumb. Radio is, and I'm sure any industry, but it was always like just some of the shittiest stuff that I had ever seen go down in terms of the way they would treat some of the employees. Not all of them, but some of them. Like I remember we had it was Danny. It was Danny who was producing the show I was on, and they came to me and said, "No, I know." But it was
You're foodie.
Yeah, you're foodie. But
Foodie.
Danny was wanted. So I said to them, listen, why don't you just give them the same amount of vacation? They're like, we can't give them right. Go give them the same amount of vacation as the rest of us. So when we're off, the whole show's off. Well, we can't do that. What if one of the other producers found out? I go, what if they did? And she's like, well, I mean, I go, this isn't, we gave a mouse a cookie, he's going to want a glass of milk. Nobody should know what's in anybody else. Well, people talk. I go, okay, I work for the same company, and I have a buddy who's in Seattle, and he's from Austin. And this company that we all work for, they're building him studios in Austin so he can broadcast back to Seattle. I'm going back to Poughkeepsie. I want the same thing. I go, you're fucking idiot. This is the dumbest shit in the world. Yeah, it's like, but that was the thinking in radio a lot of times. It made no sense. No sense. It's like,
and now we're here.
It's like a strip club. Yes.
Oh, that made no sense. A couple things made sense.
All right, Doug, you're excited now?
Yes.
All right.
About what? Thursday?
Yes.
Yes. I'm ready.
Who's coming Thursday?
Mike Dambra.
No. No, to see you. Like your parents coming?
I think my parents are coming Saturday.
Oh, they are? What show?
I think the early show.
7 o'clock?
7 o'clock. You coming at 9 o'clock?
I don't know. I might come to the 7 and sit with your dad. I love Dave. I do. I think
who does
it? Dave is great.
Oh yeah.
Let's go, Dave. I want to hear the reindeer story.
What show will you be most relaxed at? The last one?
I have no idea. Probably the last one.
Yeah. By then you'll know. But I think after your first night.
Well, if you come to the last one, we can have a couple of drinks together for the first time. I don't think we've had a drink together.
All right.
No, we're leaving after you.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We'll be in the bar.
That's it.
Outside.
I'll be done. That Doug Phelps should have been headlining.
Like
what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
We went to see Dan's band one time. We left early there.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, we did.
We're out.
Yeah, we did.
What's the name of his band?
It used to be Diggler's Bridge. Now it's something
like
else. No, Vanity Project.
Vanity Project?
Vanity Project, yeah.
Don't know yet.
Don't know yet was a name they tried.
Interim name.
Yeah, that was an intern name. And they,
You too is going to be you also?
I'm very excited. I think everybody needs to come out and see Doug. And I will say this, all silliness aside, Dambra does not disappoint.
Yes, I've heard
Mike
that from
Dambra's
anybody that knows him.
Phenomenal.
This is very funny.
Yes. And likable, and he has a lot of people who really enjoyed. Many years he was here. He grew up here and started comedy here. I believe so. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So this will be good. This is like a hometown show.
Yeah,
two of the funniest guys from the area.
ComedyCarlson.com. Pick your show. One Thursday, 2 Friday, or 2 Saturday.
Yeah, it's Carlson. I know they fuck it up. It's weird. It's CarlsonComedy.com. I don't know why they do that.
CarlsonComedy.com. Yeah.
Get your show. You locked in.
Get your
those
show
tickets.
On. Come have.
Come have what?
Couple drinks. I went there last Thursday. Laughed my ass off.
Yeah. Rich Aronovich.
Yes.
Yeah.
You told me about him.
Yeah, Rich. I really like.
I had a couple dirty martinis, a couple Jenny Lights. I met him after the show. Really nice guy. Saw Mark late, I think. Jake was working the door. Yep. Carol is a bartender. Oh, yeah, great time. It's great drinks, great food.
Yep.
They got make your own pizza. They got those big old huge pretzels. Women like that because they put their hands around it and it feels like a huge cock that they want to play with later. And it gets things kind of rolling.
Is that what it is?
That's what I heard.
So you come to the
it's
show
no
and get
Taco
horny?
Bell, but you can get your pretzel on. She's like, I want your dick this big, and I want to be twisted up just like this pretzel. That's how you get it on. Mr. Salty knew what he was doing.
Leave us. Wait, I don't want you to give your closer. Can you give us one joke as we close it out tonight? One joke that we...
Well, people say, I'm 53 years old and single, and they're like, Doug, you should get a dog. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should get a dog. My mother's got a dog. I love dog sitting. Yeah. I'll get a dog. And they're like, that's great. But make sure it's a rescue dog. And I'm like, well, what's that? Well, that's a dog that's been treated like shit, and you're going to fix it. And I'm like, no. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. A couple of years ago, I had a rescue girlfriend, and I tried to take chocolate from her, and she bit my hand. My buddies knocked on the door. She lost her shit for 25 minutes. If it's anything like that, I'm pretty sure it is. No rescue anything.
That is great. I like that a lot.
Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. Thanks for having me on, Bill.
Always, Doug. Thanks for coming in. Foodie. Nice to see you.
Nice to be seen.
The Sphere. got better ticket prices than the guy sitting next to him by over $500.
That's right.
Well, damn close
Frank
to $500
from New York, you sucker.
Yeah.
And we are now working on year number 2 for podcasts,
yes,
right?
we are.
Way to go.
That's right.
Congratulations.
I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you tomorrow.